out to link up with Guerrillacomm. We're both old. We're both starting over 10,000 feet. Should be cold, maybe windy. Hopefully we'll avoid precipitation. Looking forward to it to see, to compare and contrast systems and capabilities in this fall trip, although temperatures will be at or below freezing.
What's up, brother?
What is that? Nice to meet you, man. Sorry, let me stash the keys. So you all ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Hey, TSF and Guerrillacomm about to tackle Cottonwood Pass, which is right there in the saddle. On the other side of that, it's going to be Big Whitney Meadow, and up to the north is going to be Chicken Spring Lake. We might, depending on our condition after we cross that, we'll determine how far we want to keep on going or not. Where did you register? When you registered your thing, did you have to put in your travel plan?
Yeah, I did.
How far did you say you were going?
Big Whitney Meadow? Big Whitney Meadows, yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. So we're on the same. The guy, I told the guy when I checked in, I told him that we were gonna go up to Chicken Spring Lake maybe for the night and then bounce down there tomorrow, but then having to, I mean, you also saw the terrain on the map coming back up. It's uphill.
It's the same.
Not as steep as that, but just as high.
Right.
And so there's going to be like switchback hill. And I was like, yeah, and I was like, do we want to do all of that again on Sunday? Because we'd have to hike 2 days back.
Gotcha.
But we'll determine that based off of how we feel once we get up this bitch.
And I got new gear and stuff like that. Who knows what's that gonna do to me?
Right. So. You're still, what pack is this?
This is the Epic Ula Epic.
Okay, the ULA Epic. Now you've already done a video on this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a few. On the water, drive.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah. But what else is new on here? Because I didn't see the accessory pack. Was that on there before?
No, the one back in the pack is packs, I forgot what they call it, but it's like a little ditty bag that you just clap onto it. So I got all my 5, 6, and
okay.
9.
But it clips right onto the frame here?
Yeah.
Was that on accident, or they sell it as an accessory to the thing?
It comes with the little pack, not with the Ula, but it comes with the Z pack. So with that, strap it to the strapping system of any existing pack that I have.
Excellent. Okay, so it comes with the frame sheet and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And you basically just sandwich your bag in between.
Exactly.
Ah.
And I can use whatever bag I want in that configuration. Like right now, I got a Cougar fiber bag, just to play with it and see how light it is and everything.
I'll be very interested to see how that. Oh, I didn't catch the saw pouch on the side. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What is this on the bottom? Your fart sack?
That's my hammock. And
okay. What kind of hammock are you running with?
Yukon Outfitters, I think it's called.
Okay.
And it's really wide from their specs, one of the widest ones in the market. So I wanted that comfort. So
okay.
That and
have you done a whole lot of hammocking? Because I have not at all. I just
past couple of years
for the reason why we talk, because there's not trees all the time.
Right.
And like if we're talking like bug out, if I'm trying to bug out from the city, you know, it's going to be more like stealth camping.
Yeah.
Because even homeless people get hard times. They can't just sleep in a city park.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to I wouldn't even know where you're going to hang a hammock. You're going to have to like get in one of those irrigation canals, go under a bridge or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And hang under there,
it's
or something.
On these fire calls, they set the base camp usually in the fairgrounds. So I was able to to hammock over like on a dugout, you know, baseball park dugout.
Oh, okay.
I've done it on a chain link fence, a racetrack that would, you know, the bandstands and stuff.
Yeah.
I strung up my hammock there and slept there for like 2 weeks straight.
No kidding, man.
So it's possible.
So it's possible.
Yeah, totally.
But you got to be, well, that's the thing, is the situation with, in an emergency situation, people are like running around all over the place. Their homes have been destroyed. The popo's out. You hear all the time how, like for the first 3 days, everyone's just being very cordial and very helps.
Right.
Everyone wants to help each other and stuff like that. But then after that, it's like, okay, I need to take care of my own shit now.
It's like they look at the news and everybody like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, cool. Day number 2. Well, I hope the cops get this in time. And then number 3, holy shit, I ran out of food. What am I going to do now?
Right. And then by the time they go down to the supermarket, that stuff's all been looted.
All gone, yeah.
So it's weird how, what I wanted to mention was trying to get away with being out in the open in the city. Maybe you got your family and you gotta stay out someplace. Or does your bug out plan have like waypoints as hotels? But then what's the livability of any said hotel based off of the area of whatever, you know? And of course, I'm talking about the big earthquake. That's what I'm talking about. So if you're in your neighborhood on your route to wherever you got to go, your bug out destination, and you said, okay, well, I've got a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old, you know, I can't just be staying out in the open. I've got to go someplace.
Exactly.
You know, otherwise you're going to be up all night pulling security. You know, with you and your old lady. Hopefully you got an old lady, you know what I'm saying, to help to help pull security while the young ones sleep and all that. It's going to be very fatiguing. But I can't imagine in a martial law situation where people are just going to be able to live out on the street. I mean, you can't do it now.
No.
You know, so that's why hammock was not an option for me.
Yeah, it's not possible when it gets to that stage, because then you're going to be on, your head's got to be on the swivel all the time, and you can't be all snuggled up, all nice and cozy in your hammock while, you know.
Yeah, I mean, not only do you have to worry about getting rolled up on by the popo, but you got all the other freaks out there.
Yeah, and you're in their turf.
Right. So all the drug guys whose dealers suddenly are like taking care of their families and stuff, so no one can get their fix, and they need money to steal, you know. They want to take your stuff. It's just zombie apocalypse. Anyway, Cottonwood Pass, let's do this. Okay, we have officially started the suck. Starting up Cottonwood Pass. Hey GC, what's the elevation on your device there? What's it say now?
$10,266 feet.
10,200. Let me see the device. Let's see the face of it. Where does it show the?
Right there in that corner.
Hit the light one more time. Hopefully we can make that out. 10,000. What?
Bear with me. 10,271.
What's the elevation you normally train at?
4,000.
Yeah, that's
usually
about
2,500.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's about the same as me. I'll climb hills, but I'm gonna max out. My max peak is probably gonna be about between 4,000 and 5,000 feet. So both of us are definitely working out of our comfort zones, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, just sitting around, I gasp for air once in a while.
Yeah. Where the air is thin. Huh, that reminds me of somebody's episode one time. But this is Cottonwood Pass. You can see it's fixing to get pretty technical with the rocks. So knowing how to use your trekking poles is essential to maximize the benefit. But amazing country. Okay, let me stop shamming. That's all it is, man. Hey, time for a film break, yeah.
There's definitely not enough of these type of videos out there. Like I think you see that hey Jay, golden age of desktop, what do you call it, gear reviews.
Tabletop gear reviewers.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like them too and everything.
But they should show the gear being used.
Yeah. Check it out.
Validate your kit. What the? All right. First switchback.
You got what, 99 left to go?
99 left to go. I'll cut in the map here, but you can see from the graphic that the spacing between the contour lines on the trail on the switchbacks and how little green space there is between, indicating quite a climb. And I've done this pass before. There are way more switchbacks than there are on the map. It was a tough day today. Everything was cold, which made everything harder to do. Everything was harder to do. Shoelaces, everything. My thing is trying to manage my perspiration because I sweat a lot. It's a genetic thing. Got it from my dad's side of the family. So I was trying to mess with all the layers over and over again. Start, stop, take everything off, take off a jacket, put on a shirt, etc., etc. Put it all on, walk a little more. Nope, overheating. Take it all off. Lighter shirt, no jacket. I mean, it just went on and on and on all day long. And then so what happened was I didn't wind up getting to where I needed to get to. I wound up today leaving at 9:30. Well, plus shooting. I spent a lot of time shooting down by that little log cabin thing. And then it was tough. I'm trying to go through Cottonwood Pass, and I couldn't make it, man. I had to make a survivability move, so I went and just pulled off the trail real quick. It was getting to be about 4 o'clock. It's about 4 p.m. And I knew the sun was going down in an hour, and I really didn't want to do the whole thing like I did last night in the dark. And once I got over the pass, I'm here just underneath the pass, but once I got over it, I'd have to walk a long miles before I got to a suitable campsite, and I just didn't want to do that in the dark per se. And then you know, you can only see as so far as your headlamp, right? So finding a great spot, just, you know, and then scrambling through everything at night again, just like last night. Yeah, I was like, no. So I called it off. I decided, okay, I'm going to stop here, and found a little spot and built a little fire, put up the tent and everything. And it was just I was cold. I just didn't want to I just wanted to get warm, so I didn't even want to spend the time filming it. So like this fire here, wound up doing it with the pine cone technique, man. So that was good action with the with the pine cones. They actually lit. I found a piece of wood, chopped it up with with the axe, and wound up shaving off some. So instead of doing a feather stick, a whole bunch of feather sticks, I just took the axe and cut off a bunch of shavings, real like paper thin type deals. And then I got a couple pine cones. They lit right away. Threw those shavings on there. They took, and then threw a handful of sticks on there, and they took. And pretty soon it was going. And then I threw the pieces of the log on there. Already had dinner, so I'm just like waiting for this fire to die down. I'm gonna hit the sack, man, with the other sleeping bag too. So. Hey, good morning. Last night was in the Sierra Design Zissou, rated for 12 degrees, and it performed admirably. Yeah, I was really warm. It's a little bit tighter of a bag than the REI Radiant, although, and you can see there's a lot of loft in here, and it's made with that. It's made with this new water resistant down. What? Yeah, water resistant down. So I was very warm, but I wasn't pulling any punches either. For my sleeping, for my pajamas, I used the XGO level 4, which is a micro fleece. I don't know if you can see the texture in there, but it's a micro fleece. It's really kind of thick, but it's still stretchy. It's stretchy too. So when I was in the military, I used to wear this. It kind of it's got the spandex stuff in there. I used to use this with the with the level 3 as a base layer. My last assignment was as Urban Operations Live Fire, OIC basically, and my duties were to basically the main safety, besides other stuff like designing the scenarios, but the main overall safety for the lane. And so I would sit there in my Humvee with no doors and no windows, and I would just use this with the level 3 base layer, and never knew it was windy, never knew it was cold. It was great. And it's proven its worth out here, that's for sure. Right now in the tent, it's 36 degrees, but I mean, that's in the tent. It's really weird. You be outside and doing your camp chores, and when you get inside, there's a notable difference. It's just automatically warmer inside a shelter. It's pretty trippy. But alright, well, I gotta get going, so I got to get over this pass, see what's on the other side, see how far we'll go, because I got another night out here. Alright, we'll catch you after some oatmeal. Oh, yeah. Alright, well, we're not there yet. Not sure if you could see this, but there's a dirt area right up at the top there, the very top of the pass, that saddle right there, just beyond the treetops. That's the actual pass where we're gonna wind up. So this trail is going to curve around these rocks to this big meadow here, and then start winding back up. not for the timid or faint of heart. We already passed a, well, an older couple, I'll give them that. But they thought they were just gonna, well, I won't say leap up the pass, but they didn't have any gear. And about a third of the way up, it was already too much for them. They didn't have any food. Not sure on the water, but they did have a pretty nice camera. One of those old Polaroid snap out jobs with the bellows. But they stopped. Soon, myself and Guerrillacomm will prove who is king of the mountain. Go ahead and insert your Lord of the Rings music there. Oh, sweat in my eye. Okay. I got lung cookies, I don't even smoke. I got lung cookies, I don't even smoke. Guerrillacomm like a mountain goat while I am sucking. Almost to the top. Couple more switchbacks. We'll get the altitude when we get up there. Yeah, hopefully a little less. I made some adjustments, but I just hope to God. I never stood on a scale before I left, but I cut a big lens off my kit, my camera kit, and redistributed some other stuff. Hopefully it was enough, but that was just off of the flick. Pack though, like I said, I don't have, I think when we get to the top, whenever we get to camp, we ought to do like a gear layout, like next to each other and see, because I really don't have that much
right
in there. It's the food. It's the food, man.
Food and the regulations. I
need to eat this food, lighten my load. That's where it came from, folks. Yep. Success. All right, GC. What is your elevation up here?
11,179 feet.
11,179. What did we start at?
We started at 10,270, I believe.
You're gonna have to do the math at home because I'm too beat.
So it's around 900 feet.
About 900 feet in elevation.
And about 3 miles again. 3.8 miles.
3.8 miles, 1,000 feet of gain, 1,000 feet of elevation. So you can see down here, I'll zoom in when I get it in editing, and hopefully you can hear me with this wind, but skirt the tree line, cut through the woods down there, that was nice, into the clearing, and then up from the bottom. Around here, around this meadow, zigzagging all the way up. But we're not done. We are not done. So, GC, how are you feeling? I mean, honestly, I saw you bent over there for a little bit.
The legs are getting a workout. So
how's the glutes?
the glutes are hurting.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you said you had about 45 pounds, right? You're doing about 45 pounds?
Yeah. But they're okay now. I mean, it just depends on the pitch of the incline. Some pitches are better than others. So.
And
but
what's up with the sandy trail? Are they coming up? You got to roll? Or is there more end action over there? There's some more backpackers, maybe through hikers on the PCT. We basically came up to the top of the pass, jumped on the PCT and headed north, which had us going up some more over a spur, and we're finally at this incredible moment. You ready to see this joint?
Yeah, let's see what this is all about.
All right. Go ahead, my brother.